haven't made a video that has gotten a decent amount of comments in a while, especially because I haven't been able to post my videos on Tumblr blog Split Level House because those Nazis I talked about that I've been talking about who are harassing me, they're like, listen, they're digital Nazis, they're teenage Nazis, they're fucking Knots incels. So it's like, I'm not in danger, but it's not pleasant. It's like, there's no other way to refer to it besides a digital hate crime, because they're taking pictures of me and drawing swastikas on them via editing. If you saw someone doing that in real life, if someone went out of their way to print a picture of me and draw swastikas all over it, that would be a hate crime. That is slander. And they're doing stuff like that. And this is how they're having fun. They're like, why are people getting on me? I'm not harassing anyone. I'm just having fun, so I'm going to get them all banned and they're all going to cry. And all of this has just culminated. I gave the Tumblr staff a chance. Oh, I gave them so many chances to talk to me. When I was hit by a car, I made sure I got paid. I'm not in this to get insurance money to buy new glasses. I'm in this to win this. And unlike then, I think that was me trying to go against my university system, and so they fired me from my job for wanting them to be held accountable, and I had to go to the construction company. But then a friend ended up stepping on the new glasses I got anyways. I got 2 pairs of glasses, indoor glasses and outdoor glasses, and then I lost the indoor glasses in the woods. Poor insight on my part. But the outdoor glasses are transition lenses, so I am actually glad those are the ones I still have. They're just fucked up. It was nice having just a pair of pristine glasses. I'm not gonna get into the cat. Yeah, I had a cat for a month. That's why I got lost in the woods. Fuck, where was I? See, I'm so interesting. I'm a storyteller. I do this shit in person. I'm trying to remember if I already took my meds. I don't think I did. Because I ran out of water. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck. Yeah, what I was going to say when I started this was, I got so used for like a week or two. I don't fucking know how long it's been. I don't have a concept of time. But I think it was 3 days in a row when it first started. They were just making like constant accounts that like they were going through all of my posts. They kept sending their friends to my posts. When I blocked all of them, and I made blogs that were just Gleep blogs, but I didn't realize that when you block someone on Tumblr, it only blocks them from your main blog. It doesn't block them from any of the side blogs that you have. And also, if someone blocks your main blog, it doesn't block them from any side blogs you've had. So there's people who follow fake Supernatural episodes, and I run it with Gonzo the Great. Goes by Gonzo the Tumblr user on Tumblr. Gonzo lives on a polyamorous hippie commune with Gonzo's beautiful polyamorous chicken wife, Camilla the chicken, and their weed-smoking girlfriends. I'm the Ferment lover. I love Ferment. I love Ferment. I literally love Ferment so much. And you're like, Ferment? It's Phil Lester x Kermit the Frog, and you're saying, where the fuck did you get that? From a Dan and Phil video. Yeah, it was the Dan and Phil react to fan Twitter right after the hard launch. Towards the end, they find a Fermit fan fiction. They should have known. They should have known, and I would have seen it. They should have known, and they should have known that no one will ever forget Fermit. There's this thing I say on Tumblr. This is something that I pretty much just say on Tumblr. Okay, guys, satire, get your satire hats on. Get your satire hats. I have this thing I say on my Tumblr, which is, who gives a shit about 9/11? Never forget Fermit. And then there's this one YouTube video, and it was like, Kermit didn't do 9/11, and I have proof. And I was like, duh, of course. He has much more important things to do than 9/11. And then I hyperlinked 9/11 to where when you clicked on 9/11, it took you to the post, who gives a shit about 9/11? Never forget Fermit. And then that's also in the tags. So it's like, you can see that to where when you have the source of the post, it's its own joke. And if it gets reblogged somewhere, then they won't see those tags. So then they'll just see that hyperlink, and so then they won't. If you were looking at the main post, you would see the joke, and then you would click on the link, and you go, oh, it's the joke again. Yeah, but then if this goes out into the wild, there's random people who will find that, and they'll click on the link. And I do that. I ingrain things into my blog. I'm running the internet as if it were the early 2000s, because I don't see why we have to stop doing that. People are like, the internet is so fucked. It's only fucked because we adhere to it. Do you know how easily we can change everything? I'm a one blog Goncharov, and if you don't know what that means, you're gonna have to just find out and do the research yourself, because I have a very abstract, personal connection with Goncharov. I don't know how to explain it in normie terms. There are plenty of YouTube videos doing that.